All right, back for day two. Hopefully your all's hips and quads and hamstrings are feeling better after yesterday. So today we're gonna focus on some shoulders and some T-spine. So that spot right between your shoulder blades, loosening all that up and just giving you some new things to work on to improve overhead mobility or front rack position, things like that as far as your upper body is concerned. So first thing we're gonna do is what's known as thread the needle. So basically, we're going to shoot one arm through, and I want you guys to think about keeping your shoulders square to the ground as you do this. All right, so we're here, and then we're gonna kind of drop the shoulders into the ground as we kind of reach through further and further, feeling a good stretch throughout the back of the shoulder. You can play with rotating the hand up and down, whatever feels best for you. Again, let those shoulders kind of gradually fall closer to the ground as you add to that stretch. Lots of times you'll see a rotation like this and you'll feel some stretch like that, but you can really add to the stretch if you keep those shoulders square and drop into the ground. Also reaching out with that straight arm is gonna stretch some as well for the left side. All right, and let's switch sides. Right arm out, left arm started. To my right. You continue to breathe through these stretches that allow you to get deeper and deeper into the stretch, keeping that blood flow going through your muscles. All right, come up out of that. So now we work the back of the shoulder, now we're gonna work the front of the shoulder. So we're gonna lay face down. Rotate over, open up that chest off the ground, and then you're gonna feel a stretch through the front of the shoulder here. You can also get a little bit of a stretch of the low back if you throw that leg over some more. But we really wanna focus on the shoulders here, opening up as far as you're comfortable, feeling that stretch across the front of the shoulder. Never push yourself too far, just find that good stretch and then kind of hold. As it eases up, you can add into the stretch, but never overdo it. Just make sure that arm is straight out to the side. We don't want to be having it point. So if I do it on this side, you'll notice I'm straight and I'm not too far up, I'm not too far down. I'm straight off the shoulder, and then I'm gonna turn into it, finding that nice stretch. Come out of that. We'll focus a little bit on T-spine now. So we're gonna start with one hand behind the head. We're gonna take elbow to the palm, to the ground. And then with straight arm, we're gonna rotate up as far as you can. Hold that for like a 2 or 3 second count, and then come back down. Gradually trying to rotate further and further. Keeping that arm that's planted in the ground straight. It's very easy to want to bend it and kind of cheat the rotation, but we want to stay nice and planted. And get 8 to 10 on each side. right, and switch. If you're like me, you'll notice one side is much tighter than the other. That's okay, it's just why we gotta do this. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna do another stretch that's gonna open up that T-spine. So we're gonna be on the side. So I want your knees at a 90, and they're gonna stay together and on the ground. Hands are gonna go out in front, and then I've got my right arm on the ground, so it's gonna stay there. I'm gonna take my left arm, keep it straight, and I'm gonna open up as far as I can. Keeping those knees together and on the ground, that's your anchor, adding to the stretch. And then come back. Nice and slow, getting a big rotation. Hold for a couple seconds at that end point, and then bring it back and reset. One more. And switch sides. Again, hold that stretch at the wide open point right there, a couple seconds, and then bring it back in. I like to watch my hand, make sure I'm getting a good movement of the torso, opening up. One more. All right. So next we're going to stretch the shoulders a little bit more as well as the calves. So we're going to go into a downward dog. Really on this, we want to make sure we're getting in a nice plank position, and then we're going to shoot our hips straight up. Head's going to come through, and then pressing your palms hard into the ground, driving your head through your shoulders, your head through your arms. And then also drive your heels to the ground and stretch out the calves. So we're gonna hold this for a few seconds, and then we're gonna come back to plank. Hold that, reset for a couple seconds, and then back to down dog. Trying to drive that head through and heels lower each time. Make sure your arms are straight in that pike position. Pressing those palms hard into the ground. It's gonna add to the calf stretch as well as the stretch of when you're driving that head through. So don't get relaxed, keep active shoulders. All right, very good. That's gonna wrap up our T-spine and shoulder mobility. So enjoy this one. I hope you enjoy this one. Stick around, day 3, we're gonna have a full body stretch coming for you. Remember, these are things that you can do beyond this 7 days. These are all different movements. You're gonna recognize where you're tight through these 7 days, and then you're gonna have moves that you know how to stretch. So enjoy. If you have any feedback, any comments, questions, please let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow for day 3.